Alright, what up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Jeannie and you already know what it is. So let's just get into the energy for Virgo. We're going to be doing a June preview reading for collective Virgo. See what the theme is. See what you could possibly expect. I appreciate every single one of you who participate in my channel in any type of way. Okay, I really do appreciate you. Let's get into it, Virgo. You're about to see the duality. The theme of June 2025 for the collective Virgo is duality. This is seeing both sides, okay, the good and the bad. And this ties along with the pre-shuffle because the things that have been done to you, Virgo, you may have felt like it was plotted, like you were plotted on, you were schemed on. And whatever happened to you caused family feuds, arguments, whatever it did, it caused a disruption. But this ultimately awoken some type of spiritual aspect inside of yourself. It led to some type of healing. It led to some type of crown chakra activation. So I feel like you're going to start seeing the duality in the experiences that you have, in realizing that whatever you had to do or whatever you had to deal with previously was to awaken things inside of you. And with the fake news, he needs some milk and wasting time, there's a lot of things that become unreal and funny and a waste of time when you start understanding. Because I feel like at first you thought the universe liked to see you cry. Like you thought that there was like, people, places, and things trying to get you, trying to make you cry. But actually, this was an activation for you to experience abundance. My Sunday candy card is the perks that come with being in alignment. Basically, you get out of the rain, you feel me? You go to the land of milk and honey, you're led towards still pastures, green pastures, and still waters. This is that energy. So I feel like Virgo, you're about to experience some of this, and it's going to allow you to see the duality between all the experiences that you had and the spiritual awakening that it caused. And I feel like it's going to get you back in mutual energy with the universe instead of feeling like things were against you. And the way that this happens is because your manifestations are going to start coming true. You're going to start getting wishes. I feel like the birds are going to be tweeting again. You know what I mean? Like there's going to be something that happens in your life that tells you and gives you confirmation that everything is working in your favor, even when it seems like it isn't. So there's some type of understanding coming in that will put you back in mutual energy with your ancestors and guides in the universe and start feeling better about life. All right, let's get into it. June preview for Virgo. June, look, that same energy wanted to come out. June energy for the collective Virgo. We got trauma transfer. June energy for Virgo. Never know when karma is going to hit you. So, first of all, Virgo, there's going to be a lot of people who need your help, okay? Who needs your services. There's going to be a lot of things that you take on that you need to cleanse from, okay? Because there's a lot of people who are transferring their trauma onto you. And some of you pick up on this trauma and you think it's yours, and you need to learn how to separate yourself from other people's trauma, other people's business, and you. Okay, so I see a lot of you practicing meditations, practicing personal boundaries in which you can meditate, put auras around you, and keep yourself safe in chaotic environments so that these things won't interfere with you. um, there's some type of karma that's hitting. Yeah, this is your confirmation party in the USA, July and August. Okay, Virgo, in the month of June, there's going to be karma hitting. And this is your supernatural confirmation about, I told you, the universe, the ancestors, and guides working in your favor. See, a lot of you have been picking up on people's trauma, right? You've had a lot of things thrown on you. You had to deal with a lot, Virgo. And at first, you may have thought like the world, the universe, destiny was just destined for you to suffer. But the universe is about to show you and confirm to you that you actually have good karma, that good things are actually being brought from bad things, that all experiences have a reason. And they're about to show you the good side so that you trusted them more, that so you be happy. I feel like a lot of you have experienced long periods of pain. And now it's time for a little bit of joy, right? The duality. A lot of you have experienced a lot of darkness, Virgo, and there's about to be a lot of light. And this is crazy because in my notes for June preview, which was just the energy that I was getting, it was bittersweet. It was unexpected possibilities and doing the unexpected. And I feel like the universe is about to show you the bittersweet side. You feel me? Uh, Things still may be bitter, Virgo, but I feel like you're going to have a whole lot of sweet. There could be things that you still have to deal with, be around, get through. But I feel like the universe wants to show you a little happiness. They want to give you a party. This is my card of a literal celebration. Okay? So I feel like from June to August, you will be celebrating, Virgo. And yeah, I feel like it's because, oh Lord, I feel like it's because there were others, there were elements, there were things that you had going on that wanted to water you down. But at the end of every bad movie, Virgo, not every single one of them, but at the end of this bad movie, there was love. Okay, so in the month of June, I do feel like there is the energy of things trying to water you down, things still happening out of your control, but they want you to know that it's all going to end in love, right? It's always going to end in a celebration. They're always going to balance the duality of bad with good. And I feel like if you have been experiencing a long period of bad, you're about to get a long period of good. Okay, there could be someone you wanted to be with, Virgo. There could be something you wanted to be with that is being torn apart. Okay, you're wondering why um, this movie played out the way that it did. It's because whoever you were in partnership with, whoever you worked with, whoever you had kids with, this person, okay, did not need to be with you. And you're about to be shown that things falling apart ultimately leads to things coming back together for your greatest good with these hearts. And I feel like there's a lot of things falling down in order for newness, happiness to come in. Okay, for some of you, there has been elements, people, places, and things that got in the way of a partnership, but this partnership was meant to fall apart because somebody, was not in alignment. All right. And you're going to be placed with someone who is. If you've seen the Diary of the Black Woman movie, her marriage got taken from her. It was a bad marriage, anyways. And then she ends up getting with the mover, the guy who moves the furniture at the end of the movie. Is that type of thing going on. So I feel like June, you're gonna understand why things keep falling down, why things and keep coming in between, whatever, you feel me? Why things had to happen. And it's ultimately for your greater good. Let's get into it, Virgo. June preview. What's trauma transfer? Yeah. Unnecessary drama, and that was in the reverse. So Virgo, there is going to be the need for you to, avoid unnecessary drama. Okay? Because I feel like there's a lot of trauma being transferred onto you. I feel like a lot of people's energy is being transferred onto you. So you may need to do exercises. Yeah, learn how to be disciplined. Learn how to protect yourself from picking up on other people's problems. Okay, let's get into it. Trauma transfer energy. Yeah, feeling trapped and oppressed. Okay, desiring freedom, unhealthy inner life. All right. There's some type of trauma being transferred on you that is causing for an oppressive environment. In the month of June, you're going to identify it, okay, and be prepared for it. So in the month of June, you're going to identify things that are causing you to feel negative, to feel worn down, and then you're going to start to protect yourself from it. Okay, there's something about enclosures. Some of you could be setting up new enclosures, cages, fish tanks. You could be getting new animals, Virgo. You could be changing around the environment for your animals in a cage. There's something about plants as well. I see you decorating, cleaning. Month of June energy, trauma transfer cage for Virgo. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming out for you. Yeah, you're going to learn how to alchemize this energy, Eight of Swords. You're going to learn how to make it work in your favor. Amen. All right, this goes back to my notes here. The unexpected possibilities, okay? There's some type of situation in which trauma can be transferred onto you, but it also has the unlimited possibilities to work in your favor. All right. And with the Eight of Swords, you're mentally conflicted about working with this or giving it up. But the universe is going to show you how things that could transfer trauma could also work in your favor if you protect yourself from trauma transfer, right? So if you can sit in an oppressive environment and not let it bother you, then you can conquer the environment and make it work in your favor. And this is what you're going to be identifying in the month of June. Okay? But you're first going to learn how to protect yourself, Virgo. And then you're going to learn how to make it work in your favor. And this is what I was talking about. At first, you may have thought you were getting karma, but now you're going to understand how the things that happened to you were done to you to help you master, to teach you how to understand the spiritual aspects behind it, so that it's like being put into oppression to learn how to not be oppressed. You feel me? Being placed around annoying people to learn how to be peaceful in an annoying situation. You feel me? Being placed around angry people to learn how to keep your cool. There's something like that going on. All right? And you're going to understand the duality behind it. Let's never know when karma will hit you. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune is coming up twice for you, Virgo. So I feel like there's a lot of cycles being played out at this time, a lot of lessons. What's this never know when karma will hit you for the collective Virgo in the month of June? We have headphones and fork in the road here. Tough decisions, no going back. Cut out distractions. We have external factors, third parties, Virgo. Yeah, okay. There are things being cut out of your life, and you're going to be made to make tough decisions, but ultimately, these people are interfering with something. Okay? So there are things in which the universe needs you to listen to, and there could be outside interferences distracting you from what the universe is trying to teach you. So with this energy here, you never know when karma will hit you. This is you having to make tough choices in order for things to go in your favor. Wheel of Fortune. This is like you being set up in a situation, and it can either go in your favor if you make a tough decision, or it can go against you. Okay? And these are external factors. Yeah, it could either, yeah, it's a game here. Look at this. It could either go in your favor or go against you. Real quick, Virgo. So in the month of June, there's like this power of the mind energy. There's something you're going to have to think through. Okay? Because the decisions that you make can either go in your favor, Wheel of Fortune, or go against you. What's this energy for Virgo in the month of June? Ace of Swords, strategic thinking. You already know. A victory. And this is it going in your favor, by the way. But you have to make tough decisions. 1555. Okay? 555 could be significant. There is something coming back around. And you're going to have to apply strategic thinking so that it goes in your favor instead of against you. And that means, yeah, Six of Swords. That means being willing to move away from people, places, and things that were interfering. Okay? That means to move into a better place instead of fighting something. Okay? So if you have, yeah, let karma fight, they just said, you're going to have a choice here. You're going to have the choice to be the bigger person. And if you decide to be the bigger person, Ace of Swords, things are going to go in your favor in the month of June. Just remember that. All right? What's confirmation sensation? I feel like there's outside people, Virgo, who's trying to catch you up, is what this is. For real. And if you see the duality behind everything and really think through your choices, things will go in your favor instead of against you. You're like escaping something. I keep getting it. Somebody wants to transfer something onto you. Someone wants to oppress you. Someone wants to put you in a situation that could go against you. But if you see the duality, if you tune it out, if you stand on your truth, things will go in your favor. Yeah, expect it. They want you to be expectant of this. They want you to prepare for trouble. They want you to anticipate difficulties so that you can strategically think and see the duality behind it. Knowing somebody's trying to catch you up and do the opposite is what this is. What's confirmation sensation? 1992 to 1997 can be significant. RLS can be significant. Okay? The occult, paranormal, supernatural can be significant in the month of June. What's this energy for the collective Virgo? Confirmation. A lot wants to come out. You're going to be confirmed a lot of things in the month of June. Hammer. It says working it out, trying to fix things. And then the feather. Y'all, stop it. Okay? Stop it for real. Stop it for real, because the song that I was listening to is Angel. And the whole time that I was listening to this song, I was thinking that there's going to be confirmation of an angel, because all love songs, I really apply to my spirit guides and my ancestors. I'm never singing a love song talking about a man or a woman. Nah, it's all about God. And it says, I found a real dream, baby, when I found you. It looks like ours is heaven sent. Each day to remember, I feel so safe and so secure. You give me love, you keep it right on going. Fill me up, baby, with the joy of living. You're my angel. And when I was listening to this song, that's where I got all the notes for the June preview. Okay? Oh, angel, you're my angel. Make me a believer again. Okay? So I feel like you're going to get confirmation that angels are working in your favor, Virgo. I feel you're going to get confirmations of presence and signs of angels working in your favor. All things are going for your greatest good, even when it doesn't look like it. And it's sometimes going to give you goosebumps because you're going to see God working. Sometimes going to give you goosebumps because you're going to see something that tells you that things are going in your favor. Mm. Confirmation sensation. You're also going to get confirmations of people who have passed away. Yeah. Opportunities are going to come back around. Things that you have lost are being worked out. Things that you thought were lost, thought were over, could be being worked out. Month of June for Virgo. Confirmation and hammer for Virgo. We have the King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Whew, Death card, heavy on the Scorpio. Judgment, Four of Wands. So with the King of Cups energy, Virgo, there's going to be people who are emotionally understanding around you. Yeah, this is what I mean. Okay, at once you may have experienced an oppressive environment full of people who were transferring trauma onto you. In the month of June, you're going to realize that the universe is working it out. You're going to notice a change in people. They're no longer causing problems for you, but people are more emotionally understanding, and you're going to know that's the presence of an angel. Okay, there could be one person in particular who is a living earth angel, and you will get confirmation of it because of the way that they treat you, the things that you say in the month of June. Virgo, I do feel like you're going to be countering earth angel energy, and you're going to get confirmation that this is someone who is also connected to their spiritual side with the judgment. You're going to know, you're going to have a sudden realization that the angels are working in your favor through people. It may be different people that you encounter, but you're going to notice more grace. You're going to notice more happiness. You're going to notice more joy, more forgiveness, Virgo. It's going to be a lot more love. 22:22 on the clock. For June preview, Virgo, you're going to notice, yeah, it's going to be more like a party. And I feel like this is going to be unexpected, all right? But it's also, you're being gifted. I just heard you're being gifted. They're celebrating you because of the way that you're moving. The more grace that you move with, the more grace is going to be shown onto you. The more you can alchemize energy and stay joyful, the more joyful things are going to happen to you. You're going to notice this. And it's going to be coming from a judgment, all right? It's going to be coming from you being relaxed, you feeling safe and secure. All right. And to be safe and secure, your environment needs to be conducive of that. And I feel like you're going to notice a shift in your environment that triggers safety, security. You're going to have the judgment that, the world is safe again. It's a party. We're okay. Oof. I love this energy. I can't wait. 2009 could be significant, Virgo. Yeah, we have love coming out for you. Some of you could be manifesting love at this time. Right? This is also the energy that I got. The universe wants you to fall in love with it again. The universe wants you to fall in love with the wonder. They want you to be a believer. It says, make me a believer again. They want you to believe in them, believe in their power, believe in your power. There's something about happiness changing your judgment in the month of June so that you can manifest more happiness, so you can meet new people, so you can fall in love with life again, fall in love with the experience again, fall in love with going outside, partying, having fun. It's almost like you're coming back into appreciating the world, okay, after a time of feeling like the world was against you, all right? And this is so you can manifest. They're helping you manifest, okay, something that you want, something that has been saved for later because of the interference in your manifesting ability. There's been a lot of people transferring things on you and interfering with you manifesting good things for yourself. In the month of June, you're going to notice a shift, All right, you're going to notice that you can protect yourself from these people who are trying to mess up your energy and your manifestations. And then you're going to be rewarded as you allow, via way of your choices, okay, for good things to happen to you. All right, because smack down in the middle of this is either good things can happen to you or bad things can happen, depending on how you alchemize the energy, depending on your judgment, depending on the way that you move when you're under pressure, when people are trying to water you down. Okay? It's all about your choices in the month of June, leading to either more prosperity or more oppression. And I see a whole lot of prosperity out here, I'm not gonna lie, Virgo. Look, good or bad, it's up to you. There's something about a mirrored image, because when I said that, 2552 was on the timer. Okay. Party in the USA energy for the month of June for Virgos, a collective Virgo June party in the USA energy. We have the Ace of Cups again with falling in love and the Nine of Swords. Two cards of falling in love, high emotions, positivity, Virgo. It could either, this is what they're saying, you can choose to party or you could choose to allow, stress, okay, anxiety to keep you up. You can out. There's also going to be a whole lot of love going on, and it's going to put you in your head, Virgo. You're gonna be worried about if you can trust this love and if it's safe and insecure. And this is why this was so important, because the things that were happening to you made you doubt the safety of interacting with the world, and the universe wants you to feel better about things so that you can manifest better. All right. Because when good comes for you, Virgo, anxiety approaches. And I feel like they want you to know, when good things happen, you don't have to stress, because that can also interfere with your manifestations. The King of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords. Yeah, when things speed up, look, interfering with your manifestations. Okay? Justice in the World card in the reverse. You have to keep something balanced or you're not going to be able to manifest something into fruition. This is why they're trying to balance out your energy with a lot more positivity, with a lot more happiness, with a lot more grace. The world wants to confirm to you that things are working in your favor. So when you start your manifestation process, it comes into fruition instead of being disrupted by your oppressive environment. So you're going to learn how to be more graceful. Okay? The process of manifestations, your manifestation is going to change because you're going to be a believer. Even when bad things happen, you're still going to be a believer. All right? And this is going to be confirmed to you. What is want to water us down here for the collective Virgo June preview? We have Rosary. Yeah, your spiritual path. Man, this is all about your spiritual path, Virgo. Mirror, reflection. I told you there's something about mirrored image in reflection. Okay? This is the energy of other people wanting to change who you are in your spiritual path. Okay? So there's a lot of outside interference trying to change what you were supposed to do in this lifetime, trying to change what's happening. But ultimately, it's to reflect back to you what your spiritual path is. This is like you're losing passion for your spiritual path and then seeing something, yeah, that it was energy vampires, okay, causing problems and ending it. Long term movement, separation. Yeah. So in the month of June, you're going to see how the things in your environment, people, places, and things, were causing a disruption in your spiritual path. And you're going to have to put an ending to that and be really married to the game, really married to your spiritual path. All right. And moving in that direction to hit targets. Because you're going to see how other people, places, and things were watering down your passion for your spiritual path. And this is what they want to awaken. Yeah, Five of Wands. This is what they want to make you a believer again. Okay? Because some of your faith, some of your belief has been watered down. And I feel like in the month of June, there's going to be things that happen to you that brings back your passion, brings back your ambition, brings back your love, your joy, your faith. What is this energy for Virgo, the collective Virgo in the month of June? The World card of the reverse. Something is not over. There has not been a conclusion reached. In the month of June, there is something that you want with a World card that you're not getting. And it may water down your passion for trying, but they want you to know that something isn't happening now because something else needs to happen. Not because you're not good enough, not because you're not ready, not because you don't have what it takes, but simply because there's some type of reflection needed. Oh, you have to get rid of the energy vampires. That's what it is. So your spirituality, your spiritual path has been watered down because maybe you have not been able to manifest that thing that you wanted. And in the month of June, you're going to identify the people, places, and things that are interfering with your emotional space, your energetic fields, your body. There's also an unhealed wound. I'm getting resident wound, a resident wound. Okay. Resonant, a resonant wound. There is something inside of you that is not healed. There's a pain. There's a resonant wound inside of you that is unhealed. Because maybe you had to sacrifice something, Virgo. Maybe something that you wanted and you didn't get. And you still have not healed from that fully. In the month of June, you're going to identify resonant wounds that need to be healed. Okay? Wounds that allow for negative people to be in your life. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, the cage, and trauma transfer. Some of you are willingly stuck in a cycle with people, places, and things that cause you pain, hurt, and wounds. And these wounds never get healed because you are staying in that environment. And I feel like in the month of June, you're going to identify what is wounding you. And then you're going to identify things that need to be concluded so that it does not wound you again. A resonant wound. All right. What's Diary of the Mad Black Woman? So again, there's going to be some type of energetic boundaries. There's going to be to heal, meditate. There's something here where you're going to be finding that resident wound that needs a lot of focus. You need to focus a lot of energy on it and figure out where in your body is this pain, where in your body is this problem, and then you're going to have to heal it. Okay, so I'm getting wound healing. Some of your wounds are being healed in the month of June, Virgo. You're also identifying things that have not healed yet, and what you got to do to completely heal a wound. And what you may have to do may water down your passion to do it, because a resident wound takes a lot of healing. But they don't want you to give up. They want you to push through in the month of June. All right. What's this Tyler Perry energy here? Diary of a Mad Black Woman for Virgo in the month of June. Oh, my ears are ringing. Hello. We have a ripple effect, making an impact, influence in marriage and partner. Virgo, there's a ripple effect going on in your relationship that is going to end in a love partnership. Okay. An old movie that was playing is ending, and it's going to lead to love. Confirmation. There could be a ripple effect in your long-term partnerships in the month of June. Either you're getting into a new one, or one has to end for a new one to come in. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, Nine of Swords, Queen of Cups, Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, Eight of Cups. Standing in your power, Virgo. Some of you are still invested in something that is over. Wow. Okay, so what they just gave me is that there's something crumbling, and you're watching it crumble, basically, in some type of relationship or partnership. But it's ultimately to make a ripple effect. Yeah, to bring in something new. I'm telling you, there's got to be a separation between somebody who's holding you back in love for something new to happen. So there's something that you're investing in. Still looking at, still thinking of, still hurt over. That needs to be healed in order for new love to come in. There's the resonant wound that is affecting relationships. In the month of June, you're going to identify it, Virgo. There's something that happened to you, okay? And the fact that you're still hurt over something means you still have that resident wound, okay? And to get your marriage, to get that 10 pin, you're realizing the things that you have to heal in your heart in order to attract the right person. Yeah, they're showing me relationships that you invest in, causing a series of consequences to identify resident wounds. So all the partnerships that you come into, all the alignments that you have, all the people who come into contact with you, where there's a connection, but it doesn't work out, is to help you identify the resonant wound inside of you that needs to be healed to actually manifest someone who is on your level, someone you can be have duality with. So Virgo, the duality of a resonant wound is going to dawn on you in the month of June. Okay? The people you invest in are reflections to show you something that needs to be healed inside of you, that attracts these people, that lets them stay. Okay? That allows you to deal with stuff like this. And once you identify it and you see the duality, Virgo, you're able to move away from it. And that's exactly what they need you to do in order to find your forever partner. All right. Last one for the month of June for Virgo. I'm telling you, there's a resident wound being reflected to you via way of your relationships and partnerships to help you identify and heal things that are hidden from you, that are bubbling up in your subconscious. What's married but gay energy? DL with kids. There could be someone married with kids, okay, or gay, pretending, down low. I don't know what this is. What's married but gay energy for Virgo? Oh, goodness gracious. We have feelings of love, an energy negative vampire in reflection. Lord have mercy. Okay? A resident wound that allows you to fall in love with negative people. Is being reflected to you. Some of you, have gotten into situations with people that are liar, cheaters, manipulators, thefts. You feel me, down low, gay, crazy, and you could be questioning why you keep attracting these people, and it's because of a resonant wound inside of you. It's like a trauma bond. There is an energy wavelength that you're giving off in your partnerships that magnetize people towards you. And you need to figure out what you're giving off that attracts these type of people. And in the month of June, it's going to be reflected to you. You're going to identify a resonant wound and you're going to be able to heal it so that you do not manifest these type of things, this type of energy. So it's all about you in the month of June. It's all about your energetic vibration on your body that attracts negative people. And some of you, it's your sacral energy. This is all about love. Your sacral, your heart. Okay? There's resonant wounds in your sacral chakra and your heart chakra that is vibrating at a level that's attracting people who also have those wounds. And the way that they reflect those wounds to you shows you the wounds inside of yourself that allows for these people to be around you, for you to deal with this, so on and so forth. And in the month of June, you're identifying resident wounds. Yeah. And you're no longer picking them. You're no longer entertaining them. You're no longer willingly going for it, Virgo. Closing message. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. There is something inside of you, okay, a scarcity mindset, an influence that makes you feel not good enough to deal with people, places, and things that are undeserving of your energy. All right, there's some type of wound inside of you in which you feel like you don't deserve. And in the month of June, you're going to be made a believer again, a believer that you deserve better, a believer that you can get better, a believer that things can go in your favor, things can work out for you. It's about what you put out and what you do. And in the month of June, that's going to be reflected to you. And if you make the right decision, things will go in your favor. But if you make the wrong decision, you will have a lot of conflict. So the choice is yours in the month of June. And I hope that every single one of you makes the right choice.